Hi, welcome back to Nostalgia 2 by my oldie. This is map 27, Bleed. And this is a post-commentary because this map was a little bit tricky. So here I race around and grab weapons, jump down into this pit, try and get a couple of the Rev fighting one of the Mancubi so I can deal with the other enemies. Yeah, just kind of circle around in here. There's lost souls kind of flying around because there's an extremely problematic pain elemental that gets released when you pick up the SSG. So this switch lowers this lift, and then up here, if I've got a clean line of sight for the pain elemental, I'll try and kill him immediately. Yeah, he can just absolutely flood this area with lost souls, which can be pretty annoying. I accidentally jumped down here, which is a little bit annoying because now I have to go back through the pit to progress. But while here, I'm trying to take the opportunity to try and get a little bit of infighting going between some of these enemies. It didn't really work out. End up just taking a bunch of damage instead. And getting rid of all the lost souls, of course. There's also a bit of health and armor, which is useful. So yeah, jumping back down into the pit to re-race the lift. And here's a tricky bit. So sneak straight past this Revenant, hit the switch to get out, and a Spider Mastermind has teleported into that downstairs area. So these additional enemies teleport in when you pick up the red key. So you can speed this up by combining these enemies with the enemies that I previously cleaned up, get more infighting going. But I just kind of wanted to get through this map rather than try and speedrun it. So when you head down into that, those stairs raise, so which is nice that you don't have to continually go down via the pit. So this Spider Mastermind I find a bit annoying. It's there's only a handful of other enemies in there, so often she doesn't take a heap of damage, which means that you've just got to kind of play duck and cover behind this wall with chain gun and then plasma to finish her off, which is pretty unexciting gameplay. And a little bit nerve-wracking when you've got low health. Yeah, Spider Masterminds are hard to use effectively, I think. At their best when they when you're using them as infighting, or when there's difficult to find shelter. In this instance, it's just kind of stand in this doorway, peek out, and shoot her, which is not super fun. Anyway, once that's done, there's these 4 pillars, and 2 of them lead to secrets, one of them leads to the red key. So it's kind of an odd design because the secrets are quite findable. So I think I headed through this red door early because I wanted these medikits that are up on this ledge. I'm not going to go and do this fight yet because I've still got one more secret down in that room. It also means you got to backtrack into this room 3 times because there's the red key and the 2 secrets. So this final secret leads to a soul sphere. The 4th pillar just teleports you back into the main area. Yeah, and this secret also reveals an archvile that I always forget about, but luckily didn't get zapped. And here I got slightly confused because I was looking for the red door and didn't notice that I'd already opened it. So I sort of wander around like an idiot for a little bit. Another tricky fight. There's Cyber Demon here who can be a wee bit tricky to get infighting, but I found that rushing over and getting rid of these Revenants quick is the best strategy, and then hopefully the Cyber Demon infighting over there. With some not great BFG shots on my part here. And then once you've sort of got one corner of the room cleared out, everything gets quite a bit easier. You've then got quite a bit of room to maneuver. You can break the Rev missiles on these blood pillars. And the Cyber Demon's done most of the work for me, which is pretty great. Just trying not to catch rockets. So I went for the 2-shot. The first shot was great. The second one was absolutely terrible. I'm not great at 2-shotting to start with, and I haven't practiced it nearly enough with fast monsters. It was also an extremely close rocket. And there's just one more fight, and it's pretty easy. There's these revenants in this corridor, and there's an archvile at the back, but they basically will just never get out of this corridor. As long as you've got a handful of rockets left, you'll be fine. And from here, it's just head up the stairs and exit. So yeah, it's an interesting map. Tricky at the start. It's easy to get destroyed by the spider mastermind. Occasionally just get pinned trying to, when I do the rush in and teleport for the red key, occasionally just get blocked or shot to bits on the way out of there. And that cyber demon fight can also be quite tricky. But yeah, otherwise not too bad. Like the very end fight with the archvile at the top and the handful of revenants is no big deal. And the start, you can kind of do that run around and grab the super shotgun early. The pain elemental can be a problem there. Again, sometimes just you get to the top of that elevator and there's just literally a billion lost souls kind of all flooded into that central area, and then you might as well just restart. But this run went okay, and thanks for watching.